Hi guys, welcome back to another channel. It's not weird, it just gets me every time. Can you push my glasses up? Should I try it one more time?
I will wait. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and do the no hands makeup challenge. I've seen this being done on YouTube quite a few times now. I'm not quite sure who actually started this challenge, trend, whatever, but I'll link the video down below. So as you probably guessed, Mike is behind me and he's going to be doing my makeup today. He's going to be doing my makeup today. We've got a bunch of makeup and brushes and stuff on the desk in front of me. So I'm just going to be talking you through a basic makeup tutorial, which is going to be sort of Christmassy. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to take my glasses off first. I'm using the Face Studio Primer by Maybelline New York. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my finger. No, okay. Nose come out, squeeze it. I'm just going to squeeze. So when I've got like a pea-sized amount, so I'm just going to rub it between my fingers and apply it to my face. Quite a bit. Quite a lot of it still on my thumb. So a bit on my forehead as well, because my hair's always in my face. So I'm just applying that all the way around my face. It's a really good primer. Making sure I get around my nose, my chin, because that's the oiliest bit of my face. So I'm done. I think that's about done. I'm not quite sure whether to use the CC cream, not that, or the CC cream or the foundation. Might actually go for that, to be fair. That's the, turn around. I don't actually know what this one is called. Turn around. I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade, I can't quite see, 018. So again, I'm just going to put like a pea-sized amount on my hand, like the back of my hand. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit more actually. Yeah, I think that'll do. So I'm going to grab my foundation brush and tap it into my brush and then stipple it all over my face. Making sure I get my nose, my forehead. It's good. Goes a long way, this foundation as well, I quite like it. Yeah, it's quite nice. I might actually put my headband in. I have to blend it in on my neck as well because I don't know if it's the right shade. Now I've applied primer and foundation, I'm going to do my concealer. So yeah, I don't need a brush yet. Oh god, I can't seem to find it. So this is the Fast Base Concealer in C2. Yeah, it's quite hard to do sometimes. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just going to put some that under my eyes, and usually I put a tad bit on my nose and my forehead, and then a little bit on my nose. And then some under my eye like that. Not good enough. Might need a little bit more on my forehead actually. Sometimes it gets, there we go. That's great. So next, next I'm gonna grab my beauty blender. There we go. So I'm just gonna pat that all into my skin. So I use very gentle tapping motion. Sometimes I like to use a flat end for my forehead and my nose, just to make sure that's all in there. That's pretty much done. So next is powder. So I only really powder my forehead, under my eyes and like my chin because they get quite oily. So I'm going to use this one, which is the Rimmel London Match Perfection in translucent. Yeah. So I'm going to take the little puff out that you get on top. It just kind of gets too much on my skin and just dries my under eyes out too much. So I'm just going to pat that on my face all over. That's it, and just tap it on the side, get the excess off, and just pretty much just pat it all on my face. So mainly my chin, under eyes. So usually I do it on my chin, my under eyes, and my forehead. Forehead. God, my hair's in my face today. I don't know what's up. That's better. Set those just so they don't crease. Because the concealer that I used is good, it just tends to crease sometimes and I don't mattify it. And then that is pretty much it. Cool. Done. Then next I think we're going to go in with the bronzer. I don't really contour that often. That is bronzer. That is the number 7 bronzer in the shade, let me just look on the back. So this is the shade Golden Sand in number 7 bronzer. It's a really nice bronzer this my sister gave it me actually because I think it's the wrong shade for her. Then we use the contour brush, the angled brush that was not earlier, and yeah. So I'm just going to get my angled contour brush and just mainly just put that under my cheekbones along my forehead line. So I'm just going to apply that really gently on my cheeks, just to contour my cheekbones, lift them up a little bit, give a bit of definition. Perfect. And then along my hairline as well. I just find this gives a little bit more depth to my face. And when I put quite a lot of concealer on as well, it kind of makes my face look a little bit flat, so I need some bronzer just to put a bit of colour back in. Into my hair apparently. Perfect. I'm just going to contour my nose. So basically I'm just going to put it either side of my nose just to make it look a little bit thinner and give it a little bit more shape. Yep. Usually after bronzer I do blush. So this is the Revolution Heartbreaker. So if you look inside, it's like 2 different shades. I'm just going to grab my blusher brush, which is right over there. No. Yeah, so I'm just going to pat that in and then place it on my cheekbones and then kind of swipe it up towards my ear. Okay. Cool. Sometimes I like to do like a little patting motion. So I'll just pat that on my cheeks, up towards my ear and then back towards my nose. And then on the other side. Perfect. I think that's all evenly blended. So I think before I do highlighter or anything like that, I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows. So So I'm going to get the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter and the XX Revolution Fine Brow Pencil. So I'm just going to use the one on the left first, this one, so just to set my brows. I've only used this a couple of times as well, but it's really, really nice. If you've never used it before, it's just kind of like a clear gel that kind of sets your eyebrows in place, so throughout the day they're not going to move about or anything when you draw your eyebrows on. So I'm just going to pop that on now. So I'm going to do like streak motions just to follow, maybe a little more than that, because you need to put it all the way through your eyebrows. And just go with the motion of your hairs, so like the direction of your hairs. That's definitely going to hold all the way. Okay. Yep. So yeah, once that's on, it pretty much sets straight away. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the XX Revolution Fine Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. It's like a fine pencil that you twist out. So on one end it's a fine pencil. It's kind of like more of a softer formula, so it's quite easy to apply. And then on this end you've got like a little spoolie. So I'm just going to brush that through my eyebrows now. Yeah, so I'm just going to even out my eyebrows, make sure they're the right shape that I want them. Probably do my eyelashes at the same time. Cool. So now I'm just going to draw like a faint line underneath my brow just to outline them a little bit, and then from that line just kind of like swipe up and do like individual hairs. Very, very delicate. So going from the inside out, and then do my arch, bringing it down a little bit, and then I'm going to go back and do the individual hairs from that first bit of line. You're not even touching my face. So I don't usually like to do my eyebrows on camera just because it takes quite a while to do, but I feel like today I'm having a good eyebrow day, so I feel confident to do them on camera. So then this is the second one. So all I've done again is from the inner corner of my eyebrow, brought it down, done the arch, and then I'm going to go back and do the individual hairs from that line. I'm just going to check what that is looking like. Perfect. I think I want to go ahead and do, I don't know whether to do a highlighter first or mascara. Let's do highlighter. Perfect. So then, yeah, so I'm just going to grab my thinner highlighter brush, which is right in front of me. No, that one. Yep. So I'm just going to grab my highlighter brush, and then this is, I think this is the Benefit Cookie highlighter, which is really, really nice, like a golden colour. And for anyone who hasn't actually tried this, I'm just going to do a quick swatch. So I'm just going to rub my finger across the product. So I'll just put it on my hand and swatch it and just show the camera just so you can see what that looks like. Really, really nice. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my high cheekbones, just underneath kind of like the outer corner of my eyes, my tip of my nose, and like a little bit on my cupid's bone as well. Perfect. I feel like this is going really, really good. Cool. So I like to go a little bit above my eyebrow and just give it a little bit of shape. And then on my brow bone as well. And on the bridge of my nose as well, just to give it a little bit more shape. And then on my cupid's bone as well. I sometimes forget what a Cupid's bow is. It takes me a while to find it. Cool. Right, I think I've done pretty much the basics. So all I need to do now, I think, I'm not quite sure whether to do a eyeshadow or not. So I'm going to do a eyeshadow, only like a nudie type one, because I want to do kind of like a brighter lip. So I'm going to use the Morphe Artistry palette, which is, I think it's the blue one. Not quite sure which one I picked up. Yeah, so it's like more of like a frosty blue, sort of Christmassy look. I think I'm going to go for. So I'm going to pick a blending brush. So I'm just going to use this like baby blue type shade here and just pat that all over my eyelid. Just get a little bit more. These eyeshadows are really pigmented, so it goes on really, really nicely. Cool. The other one. Nope. Yep. I'm just going to use I always put myself in the eye. I'm going to do that one. Cool, so I'm going to blend that out with a slightly darker colour, which is the bottom left. So it's more like a smoky, bluey type colour. So I'm just going to pop that just in my crease a little bit and just do like a swiping motion, like a, it's kind of like a windscreen wiping motion actually. And that kind of blends it out a little bit. So I'm just gonna have a look. Not quite sure whether this colour actually suits my skin tone or not, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like again. So apparently that's the eyeshadow finished. So now I think it's time for mascara. So I'm just going to grab that. So this is the NARS Climax. Bit of magic there for you. So I'm using the NARS Climax mascara, which I've never actually tried out before. Literally got this like a couple of days ago. It's got a really, really fluffy brush to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Really, really delicately. Just get all the eyelashes. Perfect. And the bottom lashes as well. I'm just going to stay still. Oh. And then the other eye. Cool. Right, so now that mascara's done, I feel like the look is properly coming together now. So I want to get my, what do I need first? I'm just going to use this lip liner, which is in the shade Whip. I've actually forgot what brand this is, but I think I got it from Beauty Bay. But again, I'll link it all down below anyway so you can find it yourself. So this is kind of like a pinky mauvey colour, which is really nice. So I'm just going to apply that on the edges of my lips, just to give it a little bit more of an overlined look. It's a good job I've got a steady hand. So this lipstick is from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's a soft matte lipstick and it's in the shade, I don't know what shade it's called. So again, I've not actually tried this lipstick out, but I swatched it on my hand yesterday and really nice. I'll just do that again for you just so you can see the actual shade. Yeah. No, might have to do a little bit bigger than that just so you can see actually. Perfect. We're almost done actually. I think the only thing to do now is just get my fixing spray and set it all in place because obviously I don't want this to come off. I might wear it all day. Need to go to shop actually as well. So this one is the Revolution Hydrate and Fix Spray. Yep, so I'm just that. Yeah. So I'm just going to hold that at a distance and spray. Didn't plan on having a shower today. So I'm just going to hold that at a distance and... Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's really nice stuff. The last thing I like to do is just put a little bit more highlighter on once my fixing spray is dried down. It just kind of like shows up a little bit more, I feel. Yeah. So it's just the same highlighter as earlier, the Benefit Cookie highlighter. So I'm just going to pat that in. No, I'm just going to pat that in now. And don't need much at all, because it's quite good stuff, this. And again, on the other side. And then maybe a little bit on my brow bone as well. That's great. Yeah. So I think we are pretty much done. So this is the final look. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you enjoyed this video and this Christmassy look, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you want to see any more videos like this one. And please don't forget to subscribe as well, because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. I know that doesn't sound like much, but for me, obviously being a tiny YouTuber, trying to grow my channel and stuff, it would really mean a lot. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye!